A few years ago, I was chatting to Rachel Hayhoe Flint. Now, Rachel was a former England ladies cricket captain and had served on the Wolves board for a number of years. I was having a general moan about the state of the club at the time and our position in the table, ambition, etc., etc. But I didn't think any more of the conversation until I was asked to go and give these views to the then owner and president of Wolves, Sir Jack Hayward. Anyway, a couple of months later, Sir Jack rang me up on my way to the pub on a Friday night and said, "John," he said, I remember what you said, and I've been thinking about it. He said, "I'm flying back to the Bahamas on Sunday, and I know I'm springing on you, but could you let me know by Sunday if you'd like to join the board?" I said, "Sir Jack, I don't need till Sunday." It was a dream come true. To support your football team and then end up on the board. It was fantastic. We were then in the Championship, and we'd just lost the parachute payments that we'd had from the Premiership, because we went in the Premiership in 2003-04, and in the parachute payments you get some money to help you adjust back into the Championship. And we had lost the benefit of those Premiership payments, and Sir Jack had already invested £50 million into the club and was looking for someone else to share the burden. Not me, by the way, and take over the baton. We had Glenn Hoddle was our manager then. He'd just resigned. The reason for leaving was that the board's ambitions and aspirations didn't match his own. How many times have you heard that from football managers? Which was complete nonsense. Then an article appeared in the local paper stating that we would be lucky to stay in the Championship that season. We could no longer afford to keep our expensive players, and we had lost our parachute payments. It was back to the drawing board. We advertised, and from the applicants, we interviewed 3 people. Stuart Gray, who was our first team coach, Paul Ince, our former captain, and Mick McCarthy. Now, Mick was chosen. He had great contacts within the game, experience, motivational skills, and we saw in him tremendous leadership qualities. Mick's first press conference was aimed at setting realistic targets. He stated that MM stood for Mick McCarthy, not Merlin the Magician. Out of necessity, we had a recruitment policy of signing young and hungry players from the lower leagues. In fact, we signed Michael Kitely from Grays Athletic for £25,000, and today he's worth several million, as are other bargain purchases, such as Andy Keogh, Stephen Ward, Kevin Foley, and Carl Henry. They're all now playing football in the best league in the world, the Premiership. All of these players have exceeded ours and their own expectations because of one man. Mick McCarthy gave them a break, saw something in them that others didn't. Remember my earlier comments relating to Terry and my mother? Exactly the same. Somebody sees something in you and gives you a lift, and that better help. Anyway, that season, we all exceeded our expectations and reached the playoffs, only to lose in the knockout stages. The next season, we failed to reach the playoffs, and the manager was under pressure. However, the board stood firm, believed in Mick and his team, and were rewarded with promotion to the Premiership the following season as champions. Now, this summer, I was fortunate to go with the team to Perth in Western Australia, and we had just spent £18 million on players. Not a huge amount in Premiership terms, but a lot of money for us. The tour was a great success. On the way home on the plane, Mick said to me, "What was my overall impression of the tour?" And what had I gained from it? And I said, that was easy, Mick. That's easy. The team spirit among all the players and the team that worked with the players, the coaches, the physios, the sports psychologists, the masseurs, and the kit men were fantastic. And it is. Everything bode well for the season. Well, as some of you footballing people know, we're into the season and lie just 1 point from safety. We haven't had the start we would have hoped, but it's early days. My expectations are that we will survive our first season back in the Premiership. And I sincerely hope that Burnley do as well. My talk today has highlighted the fact that we all need a little help on the way. And we've all got something to offer. And I'd like all of you to take these thoughts away with you, as I believe they are the basis of a happy and rewarding life. Try to surround yourselves with those who believe in you, and it will help you to achieve your goals. Good luck.